Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. I'm going to do past, present, and future energy today, Libra. And I'm going to use, this deck is talking to me so much today. It wants to be heard. It wants to give you messages. My L key deck, we're going to go into that. We're going to build off of it with the tarot. I can never remember what this is called. Something to do with witches. I'm going to witchy tarot. We're going to do that. There's an extended at the end of this. The link is at the top of the description if you're drawn to it. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I brought this little Easter plants into the house. Oh, my nose. Okay. It was bad timing. I'm all ready to do this. I don't want to stop. Yeah, I got an Easter lily and it's in full bloom. The whole house smells like perfume. Actually, up here, I'm a little further away from it. I had to move it out of the kitchen. It was almost like, wow. And my son was sitting on the couch last night. He said, "What's that smell?" I said, "Well, I don't know. I probably didn't fart." He said, "No, it smells nice." And I said, "Oh, maybe it's the Easter lily." I said, "Does it smell sort of like air freshener?" He said, "Yeah, but nicer." I said, "It's the plant." So it's kind of making it sneeze though. I might have to go outside. I can get through it. I can do it for you, Libra. All right, past, present, and future for Libra. Past, present, and future for Libra. Naughty, naughty Libra. I don't remember why you guys were naughty again. You had a reading that was a little naughty. You had the naughty devil. What are you in the past? What were you? She who sees. Observe, perceive, and scrutinize. So in the past here, you've been looking very carefully and you've been trying to look beyond what you would typically see there. Trying to look beyond the surface of a situation or a person. I always push it so far down that way. I don't know why. Currently, she who claims stillness, purity, and quiet. Very nice energy. Oh, I said she who claims. It's calms though, but maybe you're claiming your own peace here. It's really beautiful. Kind of going from this sort of like it's like this Leo headdress to me, like a lion. It's a little bit like self-leadership, and maybe not even like saying too much. You just watching and observing, and now you're taking on like a whole new element currently that's very still, quiet, peaceful, purity. Maybe you're finished scrutinizing something, observing and perceiving, and now you sit in quiet. Where are you going with this? She who persists. Perspective, defiant, and persistent. Very intriguing energy, Leo. Why did I call you Leo? Because of this headdress. That's funny. Libra, Leo, Libra, Leo. You are the only two that start with L in the zodiac, aren't you? Could have been dealing with a Leo. Or I know. So many of you, though, will say, "Oh, you know what? My moon is Leo." Say, I know. You're going to develop a perspective in the future here, and I feel like it's somehow based on in the past, observing and scrutinizing something. You're going to have a perspective, and you're going to be pretty firm on it. You're going to be persistent about, I feel like, what this perspective is. It's a little bit like, if you want to change my mind, you're going to have to work on it. That's what that feels like. Because you've looked at something in the past and you've pulled it apart. You've looked at it from different angles. You've looked at it up and down, in and out, round and round. So you feel pretty confident in the future that you've understood something. And maybe the stillness, purity, and the quiet in the present is just almost allowing. You haven't quite come to this, I want to say, firm understanding about something. You haven't quite come there yet. Like right now, you're sitting here And you're maybe in almost like a quiet contemplation, or you're just allowing perhaps what you've learned or understood about a situation or a person from the past that you were really going over in your head. You're just allowing it to kind of percolate and settle. And then it settles and you seem pretty firm on what it is, defiant. So I do feel like change my mind, try it, see. I figured this out. I know exactly whatever this is. Whoa. Whoa. I'm going to say it right. You got two at the bottom. You got she who battles, justice, fierce, and commitment. This, I wanted to say, this seems like a really firm Libra energy. This is the kind of energy where Libra sees that something has not been fair in the past and maybe allowed that to play out, or for whatever, you know, it's almost like you're reflecting on something. In the past, you're reflecting on something. How long ago that was, I don't know. Maybe it was a half an hour ago. Maybe it was last night. Maybe it was a week ago, a month ago. I don't think it was that long ago. Like, I would put it somewhere within a week. You've been observing, perceiving, and scrutinizing. Yeah, this is interesting. I can only wait to pull out tarot cards, because now she who battles and then she who instigates. Leadership, provocation, and power. You have Regina. It's the queen. The devil queen. Ooh. I learned that watching Crown. So smart now. So Regina. I know I'm not going to call it Regina because that's the capital of Saskatchewan and it rhymes with something else. So Regina and Abanolaka. She who battles. I don't know. You seem really fierce and you're really claiming your leadership in something. What are you going to instigate? A battle? I don't know. Doesn't seem like Libra. But there's something here that's, I don't know if it's pissed you off or doesn't, under the, you know what it feels like? I feel like under the surface, maybe it's pissed you off, like what you've realized, but you're not really showing it. And I don't really feel like you're going to do this. Like you're going to create a battle or you're going to, it might sort of be like, too, like with the mind, Libra, sort of with the mind and your thoughts, like, convince me otherwise because this is how I see it. I kind of got involved with someone in my neighborhood on a Facebook post. Guy's such an idiot, but I'm not saying that. I wouldn't do that. I'm using my higher self, trying to produce facts, and this keeps coming around. It's kind of like, you can't convince me. I've seen it. What it is like. This is really interesting. Libra. I do want to say, Libra is one of those signs that you can probably push and push and poke and poke and push and push and poke and poke and take advantage. And then eventually, I don't know, you do it in the quiet of the night. You sit and you really mull it all over and you weigh it all out and you think about it. Yeah, and then that's sort of this quiet, calm, stillness, purity. Oh, so I feel like too, this purity comes from some sort of detachment from a past belief maybe. Because you're scrutinizing something, you're trying to figure it out. And you've been doing that through observation and perception. So there's also a bit of, I want to call it, this sort of perception reminds me of a little bit like your intuitive abilities, but intuition based on human performance is how I would describe that. So like I use that sometimes where I see how people will work or react or just utilize themselves in a situation. And I just learned that I naturally, without consciously being aware of it, I pick up on things. I kind of like, that's what this feels like to me. And then you've spent the time, you're currently spending the time really mulling it all over. Mulling it all over. And then go for it. Try to change Libra's mind in the past. Well, you might. I want to say, because you are the scales of justice. You will be persistent unless somebody can show you otherwise. So let's take a look at the tarot. This is really interesting, Libra. This is the kind of energy I like to get in with, like you. I always experience really different points of view and emotion and intellect and passion going through the zodiac. Cancer always takes me in such a deep dive. And it's really fascinating because looking at my own chart, I have like nothing. I have, well, Cancer is, I think, in my 2nd and 3rd house. There's no planets there. I don't even have any cups in my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, my Mars, my it's pretty quiet for cups. So I find it interesting to go in there. Now, I'm finding this interesting. I have like a lot of Gemini. So I'm kind of like feeling your vibe here. Like you're using your intellect on a really different level. Wow, you have the World. This has caused you to change something. Sort of like letting something go. Maybe letting some sort of concept go. Some sort of belief system about something. It's totally changed the cycle for you. Ooh, this is very empowering. Okay, currently, wow, look at you. There's that Gemini energy. The Lovers, but you're calm, you're quiet. Maybe you've made some sort of a decision or realization about a choice. Some sort of choice to be made. And it could, I mean, it could be something to do with soulmate connections, being the Lover's card in Gemini, but it could just have some, like you've made some sort of a choice here, but you're not talking about it. You're not doing anything about it. And then in the future, ooh, the Ace of Wands. You're ready to start something new. Change my mind. Go ahead, change my mind. There's something about this card. Like, I really find this deck fascinating because all of the, there's so much depth in these photographs or paintings. They kind of look like a combo. I don't know. I mean, they're so well done if their paintings are just beautiful, but there's something about this body language. And I feel like you're kind of utilizing it. This perception, this perceive, observe, perceive, and scrutinize in the past. This is almost like, it's a bit of a challenge. It's putting up a bit of a shell, a front, because this Ace of Wands is all sorts of creative energy sitting behind here. Yeah, defiant, persistent. Like, what are you going to create? You're going to create something here that's sort of perspective, a defiant perspective. What are you going? I'm going right. Okay, no, I gotta follow. I'm gonna follow the pattern. I'm going right over there. That's my Aries. I'm just gonna do it. I'm going over here right now. No, I'm gonna be good and I'm gonna follow the rules of my reading. I'm going to pull out 2 cards to go with this. Like you've observed and you've perceived and you have scrutinized this. And you've come to a final conclusion. The Tower, the Page of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. You have really come to some sort of decision here, big time. The Tower moment. Like, and you did it. You did it in the past. Look at how all this artistic, look at the mess. Look at the mess though. This Page of Cups is making. It's like just a mess. This is just a mess. Because I have to say, because over here, look at, you have like a palette. You have wands and scrolls and poetry and brushes. Like this is taking control of some sort of creative force where this is just making a bit of a mess. It is kind of making a mess. It was a little messy. Going through your emotions. But then you come out with the 2 of Cups here. I don't know. You may have made a decision about like prospects. I don't know why I'm talking like human prospects. I just watched these videos and these interviews with a psychopath, and now I'm talking like a psychopath. Human prospects. Maybe you've made a decision about human prospects. There's some sort of realization you've come to, and it's quite dramatic with the world and the tower. And you're painting a little picture. I feel like you're painting a little picture for yourself. It might be kind of messy, but you're painting a little picture for yourself where you were in the past. Two of Cups and the Lovers. Well then. Oh, I'm supposed to keep talking. I already did the split. So what do you have here? You have the Four of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. See, you aren't doing anything. I think you've made some sort of a decision. You've made some sort of a decision or some sort of a choice. You have the Lovers and the Four of Wands here, but you're not doing anything. If any, like, look, you're quiet, you're calm. You're keeping things like really under the collar, really. I don't know what that's under, but it's under. It's covert. It's very covert, and you're just going to kind of focus on all the little things that you have to do in life. Wow, this is really playing out interesting. So, in the future here, with the perspective, defiant, persistent, you have the Ten of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the King of Swords. There you go. There's, you know, the Strength card, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords underneath. How many aces? Well, you got... Oh, no, that was a page. You got 3 aces. Or 2 aces. So this is underneath. The Strength card, Six of Pentacles, and the Ace. Yeah. You, like, harnessing your own, kind of like a self-control. Some sort of self-control. Looking deep within. I feel like you've done something, like, deep here. And finding some sort of equality or balance and coming to a true realization for yourself. This really reading screams about that. So this perspective, being defiant and persistent, in the Ace of Wands. The Ten of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the King of Swords. I'm feeling very, again, come and change my mind. This guy gives me the creeps sometimes. You know. Heavy burdens. Boy. But it seems like nothing for you to drop this. It's like nothing for you to drop. Like, look at this. Carrying this heavy burden. Dropping this heavy burden. Okay, I'm going to go to sleep now. Like, your mind isn't even bothered by this in the future. You're dropping some sort of heavy burden, some sort of heavy belief system. You're dropping something here and it's not even bothering you in the future. Because you just know. This is what I want to say about her. She knows her value and she's sticking to it. That's what this feels like, that look. I was trying to come up with what that body language, that expression was telling me. She knows her value, but there's also some sort of pain hidden behind the eyes from something in the past. But she's pushing beyond it and it doesn't define who she is anymore. She's pretty persistent. Well, you are. You will be. And right into the King of Swords. You got all your facts. You got it all documented here, whatever you're doing. Yeah. I just want to say, if there's a crosswatcher dealing with a Libra and you've done them wrong, on some level here, you've done them wrong. They've really, or maybe you thought, oh, they're just a pushover. Oh, no. They figured something out here. And they may not even be showing you or anybody what they figured out or determined. But you all come up with something. You've come up with something here. This is like a real, like this Strength card doesn't even explain enough what I'm seeing here. This is, I know exactly what is for me. I know what my choice is. I don't have to make it right now. I'm good. I'm good. I don't have to make that choice right now. I got some stuff I got to deal with. Okay. Okay, so there, what's it? Oh no, I didn't do that deck. It's a different deck. This deck was going to use for the extended. Okay, we got to pull something out here for these two. Oh, dang. She who battles, justice, fierce commitment. This is what I'm talking about. This is like Libra. Libra, really empowered Libra. And then you got like this Regina sitting behind it. Instigates leadership, provocation, and power. This is the side of Libra I always want to see. Being an Aries, being the opposite, right? They say with every Aries, there's a Libra dying to come out. And for every Libra, there's an Aries dying to come out. This is you. You found your other end of the zodiac for yourself here. That's what you've done. And you're empowering yourself. You're finding the balance here, that the balance is about, hey, I know what's right and wrong here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to go do the extended Libra. I'm going to find out where the future is going and what the guidance is for you. If I see you, they're wonderful. If not, I hope to see you here next week. That's for sure. This is interesting. Until next time, Libra, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.